Got that potent, stinking, smoking, drinking Hennessy. It got me thinking, bitch, shut up. You hear me speaking, couple shots and now we tweaking. Get you right before the weekend, bitch. Don't keep the people geeking. Different topics, yeah, we got the info knowledge. You gon' drop it. Factuals, pop a bottle open, have a glass or two. Factuals, speaking my mind, that's what the yak could do. Factuals, yeah, the conversation can get sexual. We kick the facts to you, that's what them niggas scared to do. We ain't come in the front, you can tell by the chat. This for the white and the black, we off the yakety yak. Pouring shots in my cup, we gon' throw a few back. We ain't come here to stunt, we came for yakety yak, bitch. This that yakety yak shit, yeah. This that yakety yak shit. Bitch on, he got that yakety yak shit, yeah. We came to yakety yak, bitch.
What up? You know what it is, you know what we do, getting right, bring you that info, bring you that infotainment mixed with the truth. Woo. Hashtag factuals. Got a little bit better.
we working progress.
We working on it. With me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. What up, everybody? Got my co-host, and B-Dinero to my left right here.
What up, B-Dinero? Dinero DiBiase, father of Ted, the $1 billion man. Every time, every place, God Jihad, sent in holy war on all you call prophets. Shut up, man. Let me do my thing. Get your cake up, get your weight up. You know what it is.
I like that. Alright, we got Mr. MISSI. How you gonna follow that up?
Man, I gotta keep it basic. I ain't even got no new shit for that. I'm gonna keep it basic, man. Mississippi Hefe to Targaryen because I spit that fire. Hefe because I'm a boss in Mississippi because you spell it with two P's and I and an M. You dig? Like I said, man, smoothest talking since Billy D.
Hey.
And that's why I'm leaving because I forgot the rest of that. I know I've been getting high in the giraffe pussy. I really just forgot the rest of that shit, son. There was some shit about making Ric Flair get out the limo, so I gotta figure out what the fuck the end of that shit is.
We about to go back and look up dick, but the fuck did I say?
Yeah, everybody start watching the show.
Hit the like button while you at it, motherfucker.
No shot.
Hit the like button while you at it. Now we got DJ Young Really though.
What's good? What's good?
You know what we do.
In the building.
In the building, Twin Star. Alright, before we get the show started, we gotta give a special shout out to our special guest, Uncle of Honor. Ooh, sexy.
I'm bringing sexy back. Without JT.
Shit, we thought it was
back
to the basics.
The three amigos.
Yeah, we thought it was back to the basics.
Three amigos.
When we started that, but I guess not. You know what I'm saying? It's a popular place, a popular show.
Singleton is what is this? It's a single malt scotch. 12 years single malt scotch whiskey. Alright, so we're gonna be giving you a review on this. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Something new.
Something new. And I really you know what I'm saying? I really went to the liquor store and I gave the nigga like 10 liquors that I was not buying. He was really looking at me like I was crazy. I literally gave him 10 liquors that I was not going to buy.
Man, what up?
All the liquors that y'all seen on this show before, I refused to buy them. This time around, I said, I'm just gonna have to do something different. And I'm so glad I didn't buy the blue one.
Welcome, Mr. Co-host Marcy in the building.
Right there. Yeah, I got the gray one.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the bottle. What the fuck is the blue one?
Nah, yeah. I don't know. Because I walked in the liquor store, the dude said, when I told him what I wasn't drinking, and he realized that most of the shit I was buying was scotch and whiskeys and bourbons. So I said, you know, keep me around certain.
Sam?
Huh?
With the Sam?
No. I went to the shit on Connecticut Avenue. And he said, this is what I'm drinking right now.
You drank this on rocks?
Yeah, I was like, yo, keep me around $35. And he said, can you go up 4? I said, what's that? You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Hashtag.
Not that we cheat, we like the good shit.
I'm about to right now. On the rocks, you know what I mean?
So this is something new for everybody involved?
Looks
like it.
Okay.
Unless my man Mr. Marzi Housing has had us before.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
So we're gonna let y'all know what this hitting for.
You got a bicycle.
Get a cup, man. We watch this around here. That's cool.
He said he wants some.
I got made for that.
Dub.
Balanced, light, and zesty.
Let's
So,
get a little taste with
I
that
mean,
while we
we
get,
got-
before we get into the topics.
We'll wait
Let's
for,
give a special
we'll
shout out to
wait
our.
for Martian.
We'll do all the
DJ
shit
Young.
that we do.
Let's get into our non-pan sponsors. Shout out, special
Oh, it's right
shout
there.
outs.
I got you.
Special shout out to
Yeah,
Twin
right there,
Star,
right there.
DJ Young really though on IG. Hit him up. Now I mean if you want to get your beats, your production, your videos, studio time, holla at him. If you know anybody trying to get studio time, holla at him, holla at us. We the plug, we get it in for you. He got great prices, you can't beat it. And he'll work with you. So holla at DJ Young really though on IG. That's Twin Star Music. Also, Derek Neville Photography. You know what I mean?
You can take a glass. We all drink glasses tonight,
We all
bro.
doing glasses.
There's no glasses though?
Yeah.
Nah. We all doing glasses. They right there.
He said he gotta get it.
Ain't no plastic.
This nigga gotta go get some drink.
It was hurt.
Gotta go to Squizzy.
Plastic? I can't just toss this shit.
So yeah, you gotta get the throwaway. I got the throwaway right here. But that's a pre-drink.
We got the ice. We got the ice for you. We waiting for you, actually.
Yeah.
Have you ever drank this? Because nobody
It's
has.
pretty smooth.
Oh, okay. You the only one at the table that
He's
has.
a whiskey drinker.
It's pretty smooth.
How y'all doing tonight? We love y'all out there. We got something a little special for y'all also. We got a little amendments to the show.
Hold
Additives.
on. We gonna bring these niggas back, man. Shout out to our non-paying sponsors. One Life for Leisure Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Go check the niggas out at onelifeforleisureclothing.com. Also enjoy your sorrows with a nice sorrow champagne blend brought to you exclusively by Aka right now, sold in New York City liquor stores. And like always, man, we want to shout out, man, Aki, man, holding us down, turning EBT cards into straight cash. You know what I'm saying? Hitting us up with the bootleg halal turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Taste of the Caribbean.
Yes, sir.
Again? Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I love
sir.
the Taste of the Caribbean.
Yes, sir. Shout out to
I'm
the
probably $120 in since
Yo,
last
sir.
Thursday.
Yes, right?
Really?
Yo, that's what I'm
Oh, that
gonna
was
review.
really your first time?
That's what I'm gonna
Hey,
review.
yo.
You never ate this.
Wow.
You won't go to the grill.
Huh?
You won't. You will not go
Nah,
to
they
the
on
grill.
point, son.
Yo,
And they don't
You
hit
will
you in the
not
head
go
for
to the grill,
the
son.
they
upcharge.
jerk. It's a jerk, yo.
You will
Yeah.
not.
You get your oxtail with
Yeah.
you get your oxtail with
I
your gold
got my
mix.
eyes watering.
Like,
and all
yeah,
that.
yo.
Son, you will not go back there if you fuck with Taste of the Caribbean, son. But you gotta call them because they're like real Western restaurants, so they run out of shit.
Pretty good.
Like they've been
So-
official. Like
So I guess
I
that's
told
also
you.
had jerk.
I
guess
told
that's
you.
our business.
I
that
told
they
you
did
from the
every
first
shot.
time we went there. I told you,
Oh,
son.
I've been there. Hey, gang.
Also, shout out to Grand Occasion Bakery.
Shout out to
them.
Soulmates.
So
That's
nice.
Soulmates as well, Soulmates Apparel.
No.
But let's get into the show.
All right, let's hit this. Let's hit this whiskey. Come on, Marcy Hausen.
So we could do this singleton
Yeah, 'cause I ain't
review.
know. Hit it.
Let me
Alright,
finish the yak. Let me
gents.
finish the yak.
Come on over here, twins.
It's
You
one
got
of
something in
the
your cup too, brother.
If y'all got y'all cups, y'all glass, whatever y'all got, toast it up with your boys.
Clean. Not the real crystal, but it's down the hatch.
Like I said, it's smooth.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
And I see where they got the little
Squeeze
zesty. It's
yeah.
light and zesty because it's smooth, but it got a little sting with it.
What
Taste
did
them
you go
now.
to get it?
Huh?
What spot did you go to get it?
Spot and Dupont Circle.
How much was it?
40.
Alright, we're leading off with tonight.
We're leading off with your radio topic, Mr. J Vision, about the ambush
Oh
at
yeah.
the radio station. So I'm gonna let you break it to the people.
Alright, so this is the situation. This is how it went. And before I even give my opinion, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna let y'all start it off on y'all opinions and I'll say what I gotta say.
You giving the backstory first?
Yeah, I'm in the backstory. Okay. Did you hear it?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh.
Who is that?
This is her.
Yeah.
That's the babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no chick's gonna let her.
Yeah,
Come on.
no.
Okay, get a
I think I get a
backstory.
backstory.
No, let me see.
I think I get a backstory.
Hold on.
Hot damn.
Daddy needs a
Hot damn. Okay, so this is what the backstory is.
It was another radio person that said that's her friend. That wasn't her.
That was
Huh?
Over.
Oh,
I am Miss Chase and shit.
Hired.
Hold on, let me get it.
Hi.
Let me see.
She look good as shit, but
That's
she been a video.
This nigga was
hoe.
ready.
I mean,
He said he knows.
she ain't
Basically, the
babysit.
backstory is the chick name is Danni Starr.
Always. Always.
Yo, hired, son.
That's a good
Hired.
job.
Yo,
And stay home.
yeah. That shit will have niggas divorced. Like you can't be bringing that chick in your crib. But sheesh, hot damn. What was the topic? Alright, so the chick name is Danni Starr, right? 93.9. I guess the backstory is she's having a conversation with her coworkers about trying to find a babysitter for to come work in house.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you got
No, go ahead.
Alright, but if you know the story better, you can tell it.
Go ahead.
I got the short version. Bottom line is, the chick hit up, said, "Here go my credentials." Bada bing, bada boom. She said, "Oh, you're too beautiful,
Too pretty. Right.
too pretty. We ain't having that."
But why?
Cause she's married.
No.
You know,
it's not.
but she got into why today on the radio.
Okay.
On the radio, they had a big blow up because what happened was her co-workers bought the chick. They found the chick and brought her on the show today without telling Danni Starr about bringing her on the show.
Right.
And so Danni Starr naturally got upset. So they had a blow up. They had an argument on the radio today, which was also National Ladies Day. Shout out to all my ladies out there. We love y'all bitches.
Wow.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Think a little bit that Foster's. You share Foster's and I know you don't share the food. Ambush. You know, I was waiting for that shit to get
That's getting reckless on air tonight, boy.
No.
Man, hey,
I ain't trying to get ambushed, so my bad.
so all the lovely ladies, we love y'all.
Definitely
No
love y'all.
disrespect,
It was a jokey joke.
Love
Ha
y'all,
ha. I
All
was
day.
fooling y'all. It's a jokey joke. So basically, they ambushed her. They set her up where they ain't giving no heads up, and she was arguing on the radio with Shorty. You know what I mean? And Shorty was telling her that she's insecure. She says, "I'm not insecure. I have a right to, you know what I mean, I have a right to be able to sanction who I let in my home."
What Danni Starr look like?
Danny's a pretty.
She's
Danny
very
was on
pretty.
The Kane show.
Yeah, she's
Danny was
very
on the Kane
pretty.
show. We'll get into that, but the
So-
back. Go ahead.
Okay. No. So basically, I'm gonna let you start it off.
No, I was just gonna say, Danny has every right to because Danny also, her father, cheated on her mom, so the babysitter.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's her
So-
backstory.
So
And she been cheated on before herself.
right. So it's like
It's
why
baggage, but
why not? I don't even look at it as baggage. You reserve the right to whoever you want to let in your house
yes.
to help to
Appreciate it, fam.
man your house. I was gonna pour more, but I'm on Danny's side with this.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because when it's all said and done, you gotta protect your home. No matter. That's like, all right, you got a kid. No, I can't use that one. Long and short of it, that's like putting bait in front of your husband. You know what I mean? When the shorty's bad, not saying a nigga knock down anything, but all right, you got this joint in your house every day who's 9 times out of 10 being at their babysitting, showing up in sweats, you know what I mean, in chill mode, going to be there for the most part when you not there and you're protecting your home. Is it insecurity? I don't look at it from that perspective when it comes down to her because of what she's been through. You reserve the right, as she said on the show, who you let in your home to watch your kids, to take care of your house. Quick is my man. That was fucked up. You know what I mean? Like when it's all said and done, certain things you just don't do. This is your coworker. This is somebody that you allowed to come on your show to work with you. There should be some sort of respect level.
There's gotta be some kind of line.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I understand that we in an industry where, guess what? Drama sells. But for something that emotional, you talking about somebody's home. You know what I mean? You don't do that to anybody. That's
So
not
this
that
wasn't
wrong.
a conversation they had on
No,
the radio.
sir.
No.
This was a conversation. This was a conversation that they had about the situation. And you know, if you're having a conversation, you shooting the shit. They took it upon themselves to bring Shorty on because she was shooting off at the hip. Danny never gave no names. Danny just said where she stood when it came down to it. But here we are this morning. You starting your day off with some bullshit,
Yeah.
or better yet, fuckery.
Yeah.
Now I mean,
That's
no
why
matter
I-
how we look at it, that was foul,
It was
man.
No, according to Quick Silva, they did talk about it on the radio at first, and they said a bunch of people called in and said, "Nah, they're not letting that bitch in their house."
Right.
Yeah.
Even his wife called him and was like,
Right.
nah, it's not gonna happen.
Absolutely.
So Quicksilver just took it on himself.
So,
But he
to
said to
bring
invite the
Shorty-
bitch.
Right.
Yeah, he said they gave Danny Starr like 30 minutes notice.
Which is
Yeah. Nah,
Still,
but
that's
Which
Yeah.
means Danny Starr was in her car on the way to work and they
Yeah.
probably heard them on the
Yeah.
fucking radio.
So basically, they gave her no notice. You don't do that to somebody that Danny Starr is a part of their team.
There's some sort of respect there.
Yeah.
Excuse me for eating. I'm hungry. But
And he,
and some sort of respect there, respect level there. You don't do that. That's like me having beef with a nigga. And yeah, y'all niggas fuck with the nigga. But y'all know I'm gonna be around that day.
so we bring
Why
him
would
on
you
the
bring
show.
that nigga there?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do that, man.
I listened
That's
to the
fine.
whole
What do you
joint.
take? What's your take on it?
Oh, go ahead.
My take on
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Shout out to Quick Star.
Say quick stop.
Quick Silva.
Yeah, he's looking at that picture. That's what it is.
Yo, shout out to Quick Silva because honestly, son, I didn't know who the fuck he was until just now. Like shout out to my nigga Analyzer, DJ 59, fuck with Calvin. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know who a nigga named Quick Silva was. So you have accomplished your goal.
Have chicks fighting.
You fucked over your coworker. It's kind of fucked up. And the crazy,
And the ratings are great. Like I get it. That's why I said we're in
I
the
don't-
industry.
you were trending.
Right.
You were trending. Don't get it twisted. Yo, listen, I'm looking. Yo, shout out to all the people that want to inbox us and give us creative ways to get our shit trending. We will do the fuckery. But as far as where I stand on this, like, Shorty's right. Like, nigga, you gonna really bring this bitch? Like, at the end of the
And
day,
then no heads up.
no matter how bad she is, and no matter what type of nigga she fuck with, she works for you and your husband. So your husband is always like authority figure in her life. You know what I'm saying? Like she can fuck with a nigga who got way more money than your husband, but she don't work for that nigga.
Right.
So she's always gonna look at your husband in a different light because he's her boss.
Right.
Like he can be making 70, she can be fucking with a nigga making $140. But guess what? Your husband is her boss.
Even deeper, she
We'll
wants
read that in a minute.
what you had.
Yeah.
It may not be the case, but I'm just saying, like,
No. I get.
Potentially.
Here's what
Potentially.
No, here's the
Family.
thing. It probably is the case. Not that she wants your exact. Like I don't want your husband. I don't want your kids. But this is what I'm looking for.
Right.
A husband, a family, a kid with a secure dude.
Right.
Who we can do things like afford a babysitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, no matter what dude she fuck with, your husband's still gonna be higher up in the hierarchy as like because she works for him.
Yeah.
He's an authority figure for her.
right.
He's accomplished enough to have her on the payroll.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
So that in itself, plus her being bad, you know what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah,
She see an opportunity. She's already friendly with the kid. She already has a relationship with the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She get a relationship with your husband. Hey, it's easy to
It's
move
easy,
you out
it's
the
easy to
door.
move in. I mean, yo, so quick response. She was really mad because she went to the production meeting yesterday and they didn't bring it to her attention, knowing they was going to do this the next day. And then Quicksilver's wife called in. I forgot about that. His wife called in to the show and spazzed on him. I said I'll slap this shit out of you and her, son. That's what she said on air. Dude.
Hold on. That shit only got ugly because Quicksilver in 5 9 was just like going in on her.
Yeah, it's going in.
They was
going
getting
in,
mad.
like,
They was
they
telling her,
must-
shut up, let me speak real quick, and then they just kept going and like just kept egging the situation on.
And it was like they didn't know why she was mad.
And let the bitch speak over her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Danny worked there. You gonna let this bitch off the street?
So, you're not being
She
respectful.
said, "This is my last day." You know what I mean?
She said, you want a job so bad, you can have it. Here you go. And left that bitch.
She was yeah, you don't do that to your coworker.
Yeah, that's crap, man. That's crap.
And the top of it all, how the nigga wife gonna call in and then shut you down in front of everybody, but you was still going off and shit? That's embarrassing.
Yeah, definitely embarrassing. And funny at the same time.
Shit.
Thank you.
Shout out to greedy_genius.
Shit. You can tell started with the pants and the
proprietors
tires.
of Aka.
Well, yeah, one of the proprietors of Aka whose comment just happened to be the one. Do you know when you're on Instagram and somebody got like 3,000 comments?
Yeah.
So they don't show all the comments.
They show that one.
And then they scroll down from there. Greedy_genius, my homie, my nigga. Known this nigga for like 24 years is the comment. You can wrap it up now. I don't even want to talk about it. He was like, you shouldn't have to start your morning with some fuckery.
Holla at me, baby. My number is
Keep
555.
it real, shorty. You'll never feel comfortable working with those dudes again.
Nope.
Like, nigga, if you don't beat it twice, don't play in traffic. Yo, stay off the internet, nigga. Except if you're watching the show.
Yeah,
Shout out to my nigga.
I mean, they definitely try to make it look like they were trying to hire Shorty not off of her looks, but shout out to Casey Brooks for hitting us with the info.
Listen, I'd be pissed off at my wife. Let me just say this, and this is the last thing I said. I would be very upset with my wife if I came home and there was a video vixen who was now my babysitter. Because I would be looking at my wife like, why are you throwing this bullshit in our relationship?
You want me to fuck
Like, real talk. Real talk. I would be looking at my wife like, of all the people, this, like, as a dude, I'll be like,
do we got time to take it there? We got time to take it there? We got time.
as a dude, I would be looking at my wife like, yo, for real? Like, for real?
Yeah.
Like,
That's a different perspective.
This is like locking a pedophile in a room with a 10-year-old.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Like R. Kelly in the room
With your 14-year-old daughter. and
with Dominic
wondering-
Dawes when she was just started flipping on
Like,
booties.
no, for real. Like, as a dude, I don't want to come home and have to deal with that shit every day in my house.
Yeah.
Like, this chick wears, like, she built, like, yo, for real, why do you want to bring a chick who is physically, like, I'm trying to be a good nigga.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's like, nigga, I'm trying to be on a diet, and I come home, and you got fucking
cake.
fried chicken, rum cake, cookies.
I mean, damn, Gina, 2 types of potatoes.
Like, for real.
She had yams and mashed potatoes on the
Like,
table.
I want to come home and there's basically a stripper working in my house at my behest every day.
Word.
Like,
And I get home first.
I be telling my wife, like, that'd be a situation like if I fucked her, I'd be like, yo, you can't say shit.
You alley-ooped it to me.
Yeah,
You J Kid on the assist
like,
right here.
there's discipline, and I understand, you know what I'm saying, women out there, you're supposed to be disciplined no matter what. But at the end of the day, like, god damn.
He said, yo, what she gonna be wearing during the summer?
Yeah.
Hashtag factuals.
Yeah. Bitch coming through the crib in yoga pants.
Not much. That's
Not
the
much.
answer. Not
Son,
much.
fuck that.
Yoga
Fucking
pants and a white beater.
No, sundresses and nothing else.
No panties on.
And nothing
And
else.
she ain't a panty type chick. Like, yo, I'll be pissed off at my wife. Like, yo,
Just watching the sun.
like, bitch, you need to fire her. My wife would be like, why? I don't like it. I don't like it. You gotta get her out
I
of
thought
here.
you was gonna say the opposite way. You need to fire her. The babysitter be like, why?
My wife would be like, why? I'd be like,
I thought you was gonna say that way.
like, I don't want that shit in my crib. Like, I'm in 100%
Yeah, nah,
with
that's-
Danny and hopefully her husband.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I don't
right.
want to come home to that shit every day if it ain't my wife.
Yeah. Danny, listen, we rock with you, Danny Starr. We rock with you. Come on the show to spill you, give you the side. We want to give Quick Silva or Silver Surf, whatever the fuck his name is, the day of light. You know what I mean? It's because he fucks you over.
Can't afford to pay you, but we can
We
damn
can't
sure
afford to
hire
pay
you.
you. But hey, listen, we got free drinks on the show. We got a bottle. We got ice cubes, mad ice cubes too. Know what I mean? If you want a cube, we got mad ice cubes on set. Know what I mean? All the cubes you want. Just don't take them all. You know what I mean? We need some cubes for the drinks. But we got you. So, oh my bad.
Anyway, as we continue
As we
on,
move.
next topic. Yeah, I don't know what that ice cream shit is about.
Mad 10.
You know what I mean? Yay. But anyway, next topic. If someone dies or gets killed, do you ever feel that that person may have deserved it?
All the time.
Word?
Speak on it.
If he died with his eyes
There's
open.
a lot of grimy niggas in the street. Like, nigga, well, listen, I know niggas who put in work. They get caught in the street, they deserve it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They may be friends of mine, but these niggas are terrorists.
But what about the ones that don't? Like, what about the stray bullet victims? What about the young kids?
No, like you just said, do you
ever?
ever feel like they deserve it? Now, it's a difference. If you're an innocent bystander You know what I'm saying? I don't automatically be like, he might have had some karma. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about like the niggas.
You're talking about the grimy.
I'm talking about the niggas who are like
Dirty.
Proactively involved in the shootout.
Yeah.
Like they're either being shot at or they're shooting at somebody. And they, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about those type of niggas.
It might not even be that. It could be somebody that in life was just a nasty
like Bernie
individual,
Madoff,
a foul individual who either fuck people over or is just wild, disrespectful on a regular basis to whoever he met.
Like a Bernie Madoff.
But
okay,
maybe the question should have been posed differently.
Maybe. Well, that's what I got in the.
No, I'm
that's
the question I received. So you might be right. But
definitely.
I'm just going from the script.
No. But if we're looking from that aspect, I get it. But the way that the question's posed is, do you ever? That doesn't mean everybody all the time. Like if the question was, do you feel like a greasy dude, female, got body?
Do you feel as though
do you feel like it was warranted? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So
I didn't develop that question.
My take is I developed the way. Oh my bad.
Just so you know, people.
It was developed the way it was developed because of the fact that
our production coordinator.
God damn it.
You did it right. You just had a production coordinator.
No, it was worded the way it needed to be worded. The reason why is because the reason why it said, "Do you ever feel that way?" Like, so if you feel that way once, then I mean you felt that way. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be all the time.
Yeah.
So in any situation, and the reason why I brought this up is because I heard different scenarios. We all heard the story recently that went on with the cop that got body going to help his neighbor. I heard a story. I don't know if it's true or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that
I'm not
first.
speaking ill of the dead.
I'm never gonna speak ill of the dead. I heard a story of saying that he was.
Smashing his neighbor's wife.
Yes.
We don't know if it's
I don't know
true.
if it's true or not. And I was talking to my mom, and I caught myself because I was like, "Yo," I said, "Yo," if he was hitting her off, and then he went over there to be Captain Save him, after he known he was hitting, and the husband found out, he might have deserved it.
At risk.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah, I went to high school with that nigga. If he was smashing dude's wife, the cop deserved it. Fuck him.
That's the same thing I told my mom. But then I thought about it. I said, you know what? Maybe not deserved it, but he was asking for it.
Let me
If
ask
he
you
was
this.
fucking dude's wife, he deserved it.
Let me ask you this.
That's one of the risks.
I'm not really too.
That is a risk.
I'm not really too clear.
But
on
I don't
this
know if that's the
situation.
case, and so I can't
So,
say he actually
did he
deserved
go
it.
over there because
That's why I say
I'm not
if.
judging him.
Did he go over there because dude was whipping the chick's ass?
I don't know. But that's what the story is. So I'm going to
That
go
he
with the
went over
story.
there because dude was
Because I want to
whipping-
believe that.
I'm not touching it.
He
No, I'm
said,
asking you.
they said he went over there because dude had a history of
They had a
domestic
history of
violence.
whipping her ass.
The girl called for help, and I guess she called him. So why she call him though? Why she call him though?
She called him.
Why?
I guess they all had. I guess they played poker one day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
If
She had
that
his number in
It
the
sounded
phone.
like he was playing poker multiple nights.
Yeah, poke her.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But my thing is, like, I don't know the relationship. I don't want to put that on him. I don't know if he actually was, because he was married too. Like, I don't have. I mean,
it's a lot of dynamics in that situation.
I got a few of
It's
my
messy.
neighbors' numbers, but at the same time, it's like,
But then it's one of those, I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
Still got the whole Muslim community behind him. I ain't touching that one, man.
I mean, it's not to be touched. I mean, he's gone. He can't speak on. He can't speak on his behalf.
It's one of those. It's
if that's what I say. If the nigga was fucking his wife, then fuck the Muslim community, because
That's
he
it.
went
Like I'm
against
saying,
it.
like, it's an
He
if,
went
really.
against the Quran, so the Muslim
fact.
community got to abandon him too.
I get it. However, it's so many missing parts, so many moving
Yes.
parts.
How about this? Let's take it to
That's why I would say if.
another
I leave it at
Can
if.
I strip this down to the basics? And this might sound crazy. I know y'all niggas is not gonna expect me to say this.
Bring it up some. Bring it up some.
But outside of a nigga taking the life of your loved one, I really don't see too many reasons. I mean, yeah, nigga rape a family member, some wild extra shit. But outside of that, I am a strong believer there aren't too many reasons to take a nigga's life. And a nigga fucking your woman, to me, is not.
Is that one of them?
Not one of them.
Fucking your wife.
Your wife.
Man, but
Because
now-
here's the thing.
Well, but
son.
your wife had to give it up. Unless
killed-
he raped your wife.
You killed this nigga, you're going to jail, and she's going to fuck another nigga. So at the end of the day, was it worth it?
The nails popping.
You're going to prison for the rest
Yeah,
of your life. Probably get the death penalty because you killed the
They
cop.
killed the cop. So that's my thing. My thing is like
I don't
this.
think they had that in Maryland, do they?
But now, Pete. But now, here's the other caveat
Cop,
to
that's
that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Killing the cop.
I think you just get life.
One of my friends.
Which is also death.
One of my friends was getting beat by a dude, right? Y'all know I ride for my squad. I couldn't do it because typically if you're getting beat, you're going to go back.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So what if I would have did my 1-2 thing? Yo, she gonna get me up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how
Yeah,
we
she
look
got
at
you
it.
some over
So
dead.
that's what I'm saying. So even though Shorty was getting beat, yo, you called this guy on his. I'm just playing devil's advocate. You called this guy on his private line. You ain't called 911.
Right.
Exactly.
Why you ain't called
Why you call 911? Why you call him?
So he's there with no gear on.
and got blasted. Like
Right.
Nobody coming to back him up.
Nobody.
And like I said,
he played Columbo
one
at the wrong
dude
time.
is dead. One dude's going to jail for
No,
the rest of
the
his-
shooter did too.
Shooter dead.
Should've
So
done too.
two dudes are dead,
And she
and
gonna
this
move on.
chick will get over it
Yeah,
eventually
she on
Collect
the
on whatever
roster.
insurance policy, if any.
Do you
and keep it moving.
do insurance pay on that
She
shit?
Millie Rocker any block.
So like,
How did the shooter die?
He got shot.
They could have
Yeah,
considered
shot.
it like forced like a suicide by cop.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Cause you're not gonna go in no shootouts with the police and expect
Right,
to live.
right.
Yeah. That could happen.
You know,
That shit
the
could.
insurance company gonna try to get out of that
this
shit.
ain't
Never know.
That shit is
That's
that's a gray area. They
Yeah.
may or
It
may
is.
not pay out.
But I'm just saying, she's good.
Yeah, she good.
We looking like.
She probably fucking again right
if you
now.
die in the commission of a felony, does a life insurance policy have to pay out?
I don't know.
I think it depends on whatever your contract
It says.
Like you gotta
Whatever
go back
clause is in
there and look at it and
Okay.
determine that.
Yeah, this
Because to tell you the truth, said it's hard for like
He got his
except for
way
that
on the side,
term shit, like that real life insurance,
Yeah, I have a whole life.
that shit right there. It's hard for a felon to get life get insured. Yeah, like it's hard for a felon. Like
Definitely.
I know niggas like with real money, real legit jobs, but they got a felony.
Oh,
You know,
real money, yeah.
And when he was trying to get his insurance policy, like it was a hassle. Like a lot of motherfuckers, because they consider your lifestyle to be,
Reckless.
Reckless,
you know
alright.
what I'm saying? That's
Liability,
risk.
high risk.
Exactly,
So,
a liability.
yeah, so listen, like,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
basically, like, alright, so I don't even want to talk about him anymore because that's a wild story. And if that is true, it goes one way, and if it's not true, it goes a different way. So it's like, there's really is no gray area in that right there. That's just a cut.
See, to me, it doesn't go either way regardless of what, because like I said, regardless of what, you're dead, the cop is dead, she's alive, and it might take her a year. It might take her 2 years.
Take it over.
But
But she
eventually,
moving on.
she's
She's
going to get
moving
over
on.
it,
And she's
and
gonna
it'll be
collect the pipe
another...
again.
So how do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like I said, outside of taking a life, or, you know, your mom, it's just somebody close to you being raped, and it's just being, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Outside of some crazy shit, like, no, I'm not gonna do it because at the end of the day, only two people, there's only, the two people gonna be affected, there's still gonna be one person who really caused it. You know what I'm saying? And if she's a willing
If there's
participant,
kids, they definitely affected.
like, if she's a willing participant,
But
I hate
now,
to say this, why you ain't shoot her?
here's the flip side of it. So many dudes and women,
The feeling
You
of
know,
doing that is hurting.
you not even you don't know what may go through your mind in that moment.
In that
Mhm.
instance.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
no, you
so,
see, she raped.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. You walk in, you know what I mean, and you see something going down. You never
You
know.
could lose it.
You know what I mean? Not everybody is like the dude who on Facebook walked in and saw his wife getting piped. It's like, yo, so now can I get a divorce? Can you just sign the paperwork now? I'm not
I
gonna
saw
put,
that shit.
I'm not gonna put it on. I'm not gonna
He
put
must-
it on
he
social
must-
media. Just sign the papers. You know what? Stay here. I'm gone. You know what I mean? Not everybody responds that way.
Do you think he saw that shit before? That's why he responded that way?
I think he knew.
I think he knew.
I think he knew, and that was
I think-
it.
I
But
think he
then
knew
what about the people who don't? You see what I'm saying? Like, some people wig out, some people fight, some people not adult enough to walk away.
That's kind of
I can't tell you how I'm going. I'm be honest. I know that I flips.
Right.
But
Flip Wilson.
I don't know. I think the hood in me ain't gonna take it out on the dude
Right.
unless it's
Yeah.
somebody I knew.
Yeah, that
You know what I
right
mean?
there is.
But she gonna get it.
But
So,
that's his neighbor,
but here's-
so he had to know him.
Here's the thing.
And that's my
Here's
thing.
the thing. I think, like, real talk, there's very few times, and I've never been married, but I'm in a long-term relationship. I think there's very few times where, like, if your woman is stepping out, that it's a complete surprise.
Some people live in that. Listen,
listen.
I feel where you coming from,
You know
but
what
some
I'm saying?
people
Live in a
live.
fantasy and they don't
They
pay
not
attention.
exactly.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're talking from that approach,
Yeah.
okay, but that means that you're that in tune to the movements. If something change up, you asking
Yeah.
about the change. Well, what about those individuals who not paying attention to change? If their life is that busy,
Yeah.
and they're thinking they're taking care of home.
Home. They think
You know what I
everything's
mean?
gravy.
Everything's
I feel-
gravy,
I feel-
and then it's
Meanwhile,
boom.
they still
What's that?
serving out the side
What's that
door.
commercial? What's that commercial?
Life
with-
comes at you fast.
No, not even the two commercial with the. Is that imbecile? Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, no. And that's how it hit people, but not everybody is that into life. People get so engulfed with life, they lose sight of home.
I feel
You know what I mean? And when you get so in tune with life, and that work-life balance ain't where it's supposed to be, guess what? You may not be thinking, you know what, you're not putting that attention at home. However, guess what? You leaving that room forever for that person to step out.
Yeah, so, what about y'all viewers? Listen, have y'all ever been in a situation, or have y'all ever thought that, I mean, y'all seen somebody that y'all may have known or heard about get bodied, get killed, even if you didn't know them, but like, have you ever thought that, yo, that person deserved it? Deserved. You know what I mean? That's a big word. Deserved to get killed, to get bodied. You know what I mean? Like, yo, even if they died by accident or somebody killed them or whatever, did you ever think that somebody ever deserved to die or get killed? I mean, that's a big thing. And the reason why I say, like, the dude, if that was a situation, maybe he didn't deserve it, but he might have been asking for it, is what my stance was on that. And I had to correct myself, because I'm like, yo.
I mean, he might have walked into it being like if there was a precedent set or perceived notion of something going on, whether it was or was not going on.
Yeah.
And he responded to Shorty's distress call.
Distress call.
He walked into that in some sense, a little bit. Instead of, because he was a police officer.
Yes,
so procedurally, he could be like, yo,
he is a police officer.
Well, he's dead now, so he's
I
not a police officer.
They got to disown him.
No,
They got to disown him.
he was past tense.
Yeah.
But, you know,
He could have
he
called.
could have called.
He
for
coulda
backup.
called in.
Yeah, he could have called in.
And I agree
had
with
somebody.
you.
Somebody said he had his radio and his gun on
Yeah,
him.
he had his radio guns right
In
here.
this day and age, who doesn't have
Who
a vest
doesn't-
on?
Yeah, and my thing also is like, okay, so if it wasn't the case, like, even if it was or wasn't the case, and this actually runs hand in what you just said, it's like, yo, like he didn't follow he didn't follow the protocol what they taught to do.
And this
What
is
do
my
you-
whole thing. Everybody can't be saved.
Hashtag
factuals, and it's a harsh reality. It's like, damn, he just said that, and that shit it just hit me like, damn, what the fuck he just said? And I realized what he said at the same time. That's a true story. Can't bring it in. Just cut you off.
No, it's
So-
okay.
So,
good.
yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Do we have any comments from?
No,
Because I know you posed a question to the viewers. If not, we're gonna go
We gotta
into
move
our
on.
new segment.
New segment.
It's called the Bottle Burner. You know
Let's
what
get
I
it
mean?
popping.
Yeah.
That bottle, bro.
This week's bottle burner is El Jefe.
We can't call him that. Mississippi.
Al Jefe, aka Mississippi, aka the Targaryen.
You got the
So, bottle burner. They said I got like a minute and a half to just ramble to the motherfucking people.
I'll let you know when your
You know
time
what
is
I'm saying? They said they're gonna let me know when my time is up. So I'm just gonna spit random shit that I be thinking about. Like, yo, what type of bitches do lap dances for $5? Like, if you're working in a strip club where you're doing lap dances for $5, like, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta take a strong look in the mirror at yourself and think, I am getting naked and shaking my ass for what a 10-year-old takes as lunch money. So we're gonna start with that. And normally, like, let's start with the niggas that go to the motherfucking $5 spots. Like, I'm one of those niggas, so I ain't gonna talk too much shit. But, you know, the niggas that go to the $5 spots, they be looking for, like, cheap shit. Like, nigga go to the $5 spot with a hot $60, enough to get 2 dance and actually we can do something strange for a piece of change for this last 50. You know what I'm saying? And shout out, I used to be one of those niggas, I don't do that no more, you know what I'm saying? I'm an L7, I'm a square ass nigga on the path to righteousness, you know, Prince Hakeem looking for my queen.
Hallelujah.
But when I used to frequent these spots, you know those spots.
Don't be pulling that falling down the stairs bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. And you got 60 seconds left. Let's get it.
You know,
Let's get it.
when I used to be on my bullshit, you know the type of strip clubs you go in where a nigga 6'5" could tiptoe and touch the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking pole. The pole don't go nowhere. Bitches trying to take me on the ceiling, but their hands be touching the ground, really upside down. You know that type of strip club? I like to call them, you know what I'm saying, the Pinto parking lots. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Ebony Inn.
Hey,
yeah, I walked in the motherfucking Ebony Inn.
that
You know you
man's
walk
cruise
into a hood strip club, when you walk in there, and there's a motherfucker sitting at a table with a bunch of motherfucking candy, motherfucking blow pop, Snickers, and shit like that. Right where you paying. They got an old school register and a motherfucker selling Snickers, baby wipes. I even think I saw
Chico sticks.
Nah, I don't think they got the condoms on top of the table.
They got Swedish fish.
Yeah, they got the condoms on top of the table. Yo, last time I went Ebony Inn, I swear to God, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I ain't leave this ground yet. Yo, I just saw a bitch. She wasn't even getting a lap dance. She was sitting on this nigga just moving from front to back while this nigga was fingering her at motherfucking $10 a song. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God.
That wouldn't happen to be Jamie's stripper friend Amy.
No, I wish it was. And I was talking cash shit about her. You know what I'm saying? And yo, shout out to Jamie's stripper friend Amy.
Come back.
And the other half of that, you know what I'm saying? They say you say it like a Tribe Called Quest, but I'm just gonna say the stripper friend Amy. Take the other half of the bullshit out. Yeah, because I got a minute and a half, 2 minutes to spit my
You got
bullshit.
30 seconds, man.
30 seconds to go. All the bitches I would like to see naked. Tiana, Danni.
Which Danny? Danni Starr or Danni Amy?
Both of them.
Yo.
I got a co-worker I like to call her Tracy Ellis. Bitch got an ass like a teardrop. Who else? Well, Young Gunner. Oh yeah, the old head is going to the museum for some culture tomorrow with my young bitch. So you know, another page of the Gap will be coming soon. Peace.
Bomb. Shout out to the first. What we call that shit? The first bottle burner. Shout out to. Oh shit.
That was an interesting one.
Oh yo, this nigga took it completely left or even right field, but hey. You gotta love it though, you know what I mean? That's my nigga, you gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
Moving right along.
Right along, let's get into the next
How do
one.
you deal with a close friend in their second childhood? Do you tell them about themselves or do you let them rock? How often could you hang with this person?
Hold up. Oh, who
Okay,
first?
Whoever, go ahead.
Depends, you know?
DJ Twin.
let's go.
It depends. If you hate the nigga, I say leave him be. Because the worst thing you could do to the nigga is let him think he doing good.
Yeah.
Because he gonna.
Oh shit!
You started out.
DJ Young though. Like,
The question really says, a close friend. And he says, if you hate the nigga, let him pull out the noose, stand on the chair, and hang him.
If you doing bad, and you know DJ Young really know, and he let you keep doing bad,
Yeah.
he don't fuck with you, son.
I got one question. Yo, DJ Young, really? Yo, are we all cool with you? Like the question clearly says a close friend. So if that correlated with a nigga you might hate,
Hold on. In my lifetime, I've been screwed the most by the closest friends.
Yo,
So it don't mean I hate you.
cipher,
It don't mean I
change
hate
the
you at all. It just means that I'm gonna sit there and watch you fuck yourself. and I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it. Sorry. But if I really like you, I'm a like the Bible said, a father who so loves his son will discipline him. So if I fuck with you, I'm gonna tell you a fucker. Do something about this shit.
Shout out to all my niggas that went to Sunday school and were raised by pastors and who actually paid attention when they was quoting motherfucking Bible verses. That was
He said motherfucking and Bible verses.
Sorry. Sorry.
Hold up.
Sorry. But that was very...
Nah, man. Cuss words don't hurt God. Sorry. Don't even worry about that shit.
That was very quick, you know what I'm saying? Just like poetic. Like he just spit it like, yo, you got any other?
I mean, we got them shits for days, bro. The Bible reveals itself through niggas all the time.
Give us one more.
It was thumbed out, though.
Give us one more before we go back to the topic. Give us one more off the top of your head. Give us some Sunday school. Take it to church.
I can't even think of nothing else like just like that. I ain't never been to Sunday school. I've barely been to church. But
come back.
Shout out to all my brothers that would have started with in the beginning there was
I know my brother over here is well versed in this scripture.
Go ahead, son.
Listen, I know for a fact. I know you for a long time.
Very long fact. Yeah, that hashtag factuals.
This hasn't been that time.
It's not though. I was just bringing it up.
However, I don't know. I'm one of them dudes I'm gonna support, but it's like it depends on what that person's going through.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Some people, take for instance, you have a nigga who you never know. Wife may have left him, kids. You know what I mean? He just trying to get back in his groove. His groove is older, but the younger is attractive. You see what I'm saying? Because he open, his nose is open. So it's like, yo, do you let this nigga commit career suicide? And like, yo, I know you out here fucking and getting it popping. Matter of fact, I use one of my peoples. One of my peoples, his wife left him after 15 years, whatever. So he had his second win. Gave his wife, sold the house, gave his wife $180,000. But he out here fucking everything. Hey. I'm gonna let you rock. But I saw one joint that wasn't the most appealing, chilling at the crib all the time. I had to talk to my man. He older, he 50. He older. I said, yo, I know this is coming from the young head. However, if you just left a situation, why are you babying another situation that quick? If you want to get out of here, sow your oats. However, just because it's regular box that's within reach, don't mean it has to be that regular box that's in your sheets. You see what I'm saying? Listen.
Whoa. Let me just put a pause right there. Let me rewind this shit. This shit was like a rap verse.
Yeah, it was.
Just because it's regular box within your reach does not mean it has to be the regular box that's in your shit.
When you
continue.
And that's real rap. So I talked to him. He like, shit, you right. I'm going down this damn road once again. I love that nigga. You see what I'm saying? That nigga's like the uncle that I always wanted. So this nigga helped me with my car. This nigga be chopping up with me about life. No, I'm not gonna let you do that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. When you give a damn, because this is your man, you're not gonna let them rock out that way. You know what I mean? I got another one of my peoples who, when it's all said and done, the nigga can never get right. Get right. Like, fall in love with joints that only using them for his bread. But you gotta let that nigga go down that road and then have a conversation. You know what I mean? Now my son about to get married. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do we necessarily agree with his
lifestyle?
His choice? No, but it's one of those, guess what? Now you're at the point where if you believe that things need to be fixed between y'all, you see it. And I can respect me having that, because I asked that nigga, I said, yo, is this something that you want to do? Yo, I want to do it. I knew a butt was coming. I said, but what? Not right now. And you know me, I'm going to expand on it. What do you mean? Yo, it's certain things. I see the bumps. I see the bumps in the road. I said, well, guess what? Now is the time to look at those as opportunities to be addressed now. Before you take that step. Because I swear to God, if you don't iron that out now, there's going to be a motherfucking mountain there. And yeah, we believe God moves mountains, but God will be like, nigga, I ain't need for you to jump over that bump. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, but I love that nigga. So of course I'm gonna do that. That's what I said. Like you said, if it's somebody you fuck with, definitely.
So listen, my thing, like, on this
That was
note.
an epic fail.
Yeah, epic, man. But y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to get one piece of ice.
When he said move a mountain, he wasn't talking about this shit.
I tried to get one piece
How you gonna
of
drink
fucking
that?
ice.
How you gonna drink that?
With my nose to the ice.
It's not our first
Yeah,
time.
how many more topics we got?
We got
Because
one
I
more
said I
after
need to go
this.
get some weed.
We got one more after this video. So, but I got something to comment on. So, I mean,
You
and
gotta
this,
keep it 100 with the people.
you gotta keep it on. You gotta keep it on.
No question.
So,
Yeah.
and this,
And my weed man go to sleep around 11:30, so come on.
Yeah.
that mean that nigga ain't the hustler, B.
That
No
means you might have
bullshit.
good shit.
That's the topic right there.
Topic. If you need to be out at 3 o'clock in the morning, your drugs probably ain't that good.
Not true.
That's not
Not true.
Son, the niggas with the fire ain't never outside of
Save
3
it for
o'clock in
another
the
week.
morning.
Not true, B.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
bro.
That's right. For another week, 'cause I don't even want
You can't be a weed man with a bedtime. That's the most annoying shit.
You can't be any type of hustle man with a bedtime, B.
So that's like
Niggas
saying
hit your
you can't be a
phone, you up,
barber
you
with
at it,
a
B.
pedal.
As long as it's worth it.
Hey, you know
You
what?
hustling, nigga.
Fuck
Get up.
that. That's the last top of the night. Keep going, keep going.
No, we good. I would say it's good.
Fuck it.
So hold
It's
on.
good. We can bring it up next week. It's good.
Hold on, I gotta
Well,
know.
let me comment on this. We get back into that then.
We didn't even bring it up yet, so we can just run with this shit.
I just got a grievance.
I mean,
I mean, what I was gonna say about the other topic.
My man has a grievance. Speak your grievance.
So all the weed men to close shop at 9:30 like y'all motherfuckers got like school in the morning. Fuck you. That's why I
Yeah.
keep 6.
yes.
That's why I keep 6 niggas in
Yo,
line
listen,
with weed and
honestly-
shit. I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to call you whenever I need the shit.
And that's
I
what
don't-
it is.
And that's supposed
Tell
to
them why you mad, son.
Hold up.
Tell
I'm
them why
mad.
you mad.
I'm mad because your motherfucking weed is bombing shit and you sleep right now.
Yo,
Get on.
Why the fuck you sleep?
and this is a nigga from the DMP. So,
Shit.
being a New Yorker, like everybody else on this table is, you know, you always hear New York is a city that never sleeps.
Man, let's go.
I never realized, I never realized what that statement meant until I started living out of town.
Yeah.
Like my man DJ Young Reddy said, I'm used to being able to get off of work. I'm talking about club work. But y'all don't know, the club closes at 4 in New
4 in the
York.
morning.
If you work at the club, you walk out the door 4:30 to 4:45.
Absolutely.
My nigga, I used to walk 1.5 miles to my cousin's crib.
Oh, man.
First, I'd have to call a nigga. Yo, you at the club or you at the crib?
Wake the fuck up.
If the nigga ain't answer, I knew he was at the crib. And barbershop.
Boss is the building. That's the building if y'all don't know that sound.
Let's take it to barbershops. Yo, shout out to my barber Tish. I think she's nice, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. But come on with the barbershop that closes at 7 o'clock.
Hey man, you gotta do like your
Hey, he
boy
got them ski
DiBiase. Get your cut at fucking 7 a.m. my
No,
nigga.
I feel you. But
He flex. He definitely flex. 7
it's
a.m.
like,
Shout out to my nigga Nod. I'm not gonna go to the crib and get a cut. Love it, my nigga.
listen, I'm used to being at the barbershop during the finals, watching the game that's being played on the West Coast. So for you motherfuckers that don't know what that means,
That means
I've got my hair cut at
That's
11:30.
home though. It's
It's
different.
not the same.
I know, that's why I said I never realized what they meant by the city that never sleeps until I moved out of town. And these things that were my norm became like,
Yeah, they converted.
They close
what
at
do you
6.
mean?
Nigga, is you crazy?
Yeah, they close
Yeah.
at 6, 7.
Like, what do you mean you close at 7?
Because we running the business.
What do you mean it's 1:30 on Sunday?
Barbers got health insurance plans.
The latest nigga sounds my nigga Matt from Brooklyn,
So
from Brownsville.
I'm with DJ Young Really. Yo, fuck all the weed men that if you shutting down before 12 o'clock, fuck you.
Let me tell you
No
something.
bullshit.
I'll give you after 12 o'clock because nowadays weed niggas got real jobs. That's another thing I'm mad about. I'm tired of niggas selling weed and really have a
So
real job.
is this a rant section right now?
And I
That's what it sound like.
know it's fucked up to say that. Yeah, but I want my weed nigga in the
Not having a
crib
job.
24/7
Fuck your job,
rolling
nigga.
up, fucking with a hood bitch,
said yes.
living somewhere that's rent stabilized. And I know that he ain't never gonna get no bigger than that unless he start moving pounds.
Yeah.
I don't want my weed nigga to be a teacher.
But most,
I don't want my weed man.
most weed niggas ain't just moving weed if they in that type of atmosphere. They moving X, they moving Adderall,
Listen,
they moving
I
everything.
want my drug dealer to be a drug dealer. I do not
motherfucker,
want
They are drug dealers. They drug dealers in corporate.
No.
Nah,
Niggas
that's
now
not
part-time
true anymore.
drug
That's
dealers.
not true anymore.
I don't want my drug dealer to have a college education. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It may sound.
I'm looking up what I did.
Okay, anyway, no, I'm saying, but I'm right now. So right now.
I have, listen, the perfect drug dealer for me didn't finish high school. Because I know he's stuck in that lane. And no matter what, I'll be able to get my shit from him.
This isn't a topic, but we rocking with it, though.
When you got a nigga that ain't
it's not
finished,
a topic.
when you got a nigga that ain't finished high school, you know you can move away for 10 years, come back, and he's still selling drugs. He's still bubbling.
What do y'all think? What do y'all want y'all weed man to be doing right now if you hit him up right now?
Or your drug dealer.
Or your drug, or whatever your get right is. Like, yo.
He need to be ready to sell that shit.
Yeah.
You selling that shit, so sell
I'm gonna give y'all a personal fucking instance. Like, it's years, so it's been years, so I ain't incriminating. I used to hit my mans off with packs, know what I mean? And then I would call this nigga like, yo, to ask him what shit was looking like, and he wouldn't even answer the fucking phone.
See, that's that shit.
That's that shit. But it was my man, so I couldn't.
Nah, you my man. I'm gonna say something to you, bro.
Like,
you need to keep some better hours than that.
I would have to show him to him like this to grab him, but I couldn't just go whip his ass though. Like,
you ain't gotta whip his ass.
You could though.
You just gotta talk to a nigga.
I should have and I could, but
you just gotta talk to a nigga.
Did that nigga have a regular job?
But y'all know who I'm talking about. So like, I ain't gonna get into it right now. But at the same time, put like this. The same time, I was like, yo, people used to call him. Like, you can call him during the daytime. Sometimes he wouldn't answer your phone.
Son, I'm gonna tell you like this. If your weed man
don't answer the phone, he ain't your weed.
If he's more qualified than a Home Depot, a Walmart, or a Target entry level job, you don't need him. Like, I like my weed man to be the type of nigga that's like home at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, at 10 o'clock at night. Like, I like my weed man to be the type of nigga when he be like, he out of town, you be like, whoa.
Right.
Vacation, nigga?
So you got a standby nigga. Call this nigga, I'm out.
I gotta read this to my homegirl SB. Yeah, yes. We go way back. She known me since I was baby height, know what I mean? So she said, left the club in Manhattan at 3 a.m. around Christmas, and they was out selling Christmas trees. Now that's city that definitely don't sleep. And she was like, yo, y'all talking about different trees though.
Yeah.
The only tree that matters.
But they selling everything like 3 in the morning. You get a mixtape at 3 in the morning.
Son,
You know what I mean? Like, yo.
I understand niggas got sleep, but prime hours for weed is like between 10 and 1 a.m. Cause that's when niggas really make up their mind. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
like he said, don't
be up.
Yo,
like he said in New York, said don't sleep.
He ain't never lying because right now it's 10:30. I'm about to text this nigga like I'll be here in 20
You finna call the nigga.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna call this nigga. Hold on.
No, stop snitching.
You can't call him on.
How am I snitching? I ain't saying no my name.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Definitely don't do it on
I'm just
don't do it on
ask the nigga if he has
How
a
is
friend.
how you feel if I called you now?
Feds
Like,
are crazy.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
yeah, don't do it right
I
now.
ain't gonna do it.
We don't know nobody.
Yeah.
No
he is in
bullshit.
DC though, but
We don't damn. Listen.
good point.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, it's legal in DC.
My nigga's I-71 complaint. What
Said,
are y'all talking about?
For everybody that don't know,
He said, somebody told me to call Connect. We are in DC.
for everybody that don't know,
So my Connect is I-71 compliant. I think that's the terminology.
and for everybody who don't know, in DC you can carry up to 2 ounces. You can carry 2 ounces.
This is
You
New
can
York
get my
topic.
nigga.
Should he call a connect? Should he call a connect?
Besides all this newfangled jargon and laws that's going on, we were all raised in a certain area
Yes.
to
And that's my
behave
thing.
a certain way
Yes.
and interact a certain way.
When it comes down to things.
And that's my stance though. That's my stance.
Well,
I had to tell my cousin stop snitching today, and she wasn't really snitching, but stop snitching. Yo, she should make the calls.
All I'm saying is, in DC you can walk freely with 2 ounces.
This is true.
Feel comfortable. Exercise that shit before they take it.
But he might be trying to get 2.1. So
Hey, nigga, come back. Get the 2 and then come back, motherfucker. The weed man should be there.
toss that to my man to hold that for me.
This was definitely a very interesting freestyle topic.
Okay, let's get that last topic.
You know,
what's the last one
They
then?
with us. They with us.
Are they with us?
Last topic up. One more topic we should hit. I mean, it's very interesting. It may take 20 minutes. Y'all with us?
Shit, you don't smoke?
Nah, he wasn't talking about that topic. He was talking about the additional topic.
I was about to say, yeah, if you don't smoke, that shit probably wasn't really your speed.
The whole. I don't think it'll fit with the flow though.
For the show.
Right
What was the last one we had?
Then he's gonna say, what was it?
Dreadlocks.
Since I just
No,
want to talk
not
about
that one. No, not
What
that
was the last one?
Nah, the advice question.
Advice question. Somebody has a big
Okay, so the question, last
I thought you
topic.
were talking about the dreadlocks.
No.
Last
I think
topic
it's
of
gonna
the
be great.
evening. If someone has never,
right back.
quote unquote, been there, done that, could you take them seriously as a credible source for advice? Would you take heed to what they have to say, or would you disregard what they have to say?
Just because they haven't been there, I'll go last.
I'll spark it.
No, that's a good. It's a good.
Honestly, in every instance, you know, that might not be the case. That just because somebody hasn't firsthand experienced something you might ask them about doesn't mean they might have some type of insight or know somebody else that went through that experience. So you can never sleep. I mean, you know, it's like based on it's based on the experience or based on the, you know, what you're talking about. It's not always going to be the case.
Shit, basically, like you, if it's you married, and let another nigga talk to you about married, they ain't married, you go off.
That's not true. That's not true. And I'll tell you why. I do go for that biology.
Yeah.
My bad. So I'm just like, I get that way. But the reason why I'll say it's not true because before I got married, I helped a lot of people who was married with their marriage.
Who are all now divorced.
No, actually who are all now still married and happily married. Why? Because I don't look at the man factor, the female factor, I look at the relationship factor.
That's why you shouldn't do that shit on air, nigga.
Because that nigga ain't a hustler. No. Hold up. What just happened? B-Dinero. Tell them what just happened, son.
Right now.
I'm gonna bring it right back, but tell them what just happened.
I ain't talking about nothing. Go ahead about that marriage shit.
He called his hustler.
Oh, that's into that.
You have reached.
Feds pinpoint calls and towers.
Yeah.
Jail.
But you can't tell the number.
Yeah, but it's decriminalized now.
It
Do they
is.
pay as much attention?
So basically,
Way all the way.
Basically, let's put it like this. I have before I was even married, people used to call me all the time about relationship advice. My ex used to call me all the time about relationship advice. Even though it was my ex, I look past the fact that we didn't work out because of the person that I am. So yes, I think that honestly you can talk to people who hasn't been there and done that, what you've been through, as long as they have the right mentality or heart to know what you're going through and can speak on it from a what's it, subjective standpoint. Now I mean, as long as they're not being biased, or objective towards it, if they can speak, if you know they can speak on it from that perspective, then yes, I think you can speak to them about that because they're gonna give you not what they want you to do, and that was gonna get you back in the club with them, or that's gonna get you back to bagging bitches or bagging niggas with them, but to get you back right, whatever's gonna work for you. You see what I'm saying? So like, I've helped a lot of people in their relationships, and I don't even talk about this shit, but like people that I've helped, they will tell you. I've helped a lot of people before I was even married. Stay married to this day. I've been married now 5 years. They've been married longer. You know what I'm saying? So, I think you can, and that's the reason why I think it's a relevant conversation because of the fact that not everybody can do it, but very few can.
I'm torn. Because you have some who, I guess for me, you have, and some happened recently. It was a friend of sorts who
What are you doing, bro?
who had an opinion about my own situation, and I had to cut them short. I had to cut them short because it's one of those. She spoke to a time when she knew who I was and what I was then, but not knowing who I am now. So I had to check them because it's one of those. You're speaking from a place where you knew me years ago. You're still a friend in my book, but you're an associate at heart. No matter how we look at it. Will I ride for you because of the history we have? Definitely. However, I can't allow you to jump in and speak to a situation when you've never been in my shoes.
Wow.
You have a lot of displaced relationships. You've definitely never been married. So I can speak to what I'm going through and how to handle where I am now. Chill. That's just being honest. But then I do have some friends who give me that clarity that I need, who've never been in that situation, but guess what? They're that in tune with what God wants me to hear at that moment, and you can tell the difference. It's coming from a genuine place.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It depends on the individual. There's plenty of friends that I have that aren't married, but guess what? Being that they're coming from a real genuine place opposed to playing fix it, everybody can't fix your situation. You just want to hear something that, you know what, you're right, I didn't look at it from that perspective. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. So no, I'm not saying that they can't speak on it, but then you have people who swear they know everything.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like when it's all said and done, shut the fuck up. And guess what? Being that you don't know how to shut the fuck up, I know how to not fucking answer my phone. But that's just how I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's genuine, it's welcome. If it's not, fuck it.
Yeah, you just gotta pay attention to who you talk to.
Absolutely.
And my way is speak once and leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just let a nigga know what's going on. They don't want to hear it. Don't talk to him no more. You said your piece. Let the nigga do what he gotta do.
Facts. What do you think? The topic is, if somebody hasn't been there or done that, do you think they're credible, or would you hold their words? I mean, personal, like
no. So I'm just finish the question.
Yeah. So like, for a situation you're going through, like, would you take their words? I mean, as a credible source. I mean, as this word I'm looking for, not critique, but as somebody who's giving you advice.
So all right. So here's the deal, right? Like, I mean, first of all, it's all the messenger, right? If it's a friend, like someone. Or it doesn't have to be like somebody that I grew up with. I mean, if I know someone who has my best interests at heart,
Right.
and they're delivering a different perspective,
Yeah.
right? Maybe they've seen something that I can't see.
Yeah.
Maybe they've never been in a situation that I'm in, but they see things that I don't see, and they're able to like provide like a fresh perspective.
Yeah.
And if it's helpful, like you're gonna be receptive to it. You know,
opposed to judging.
Yes.
But
Subjective.
Yeah, exactly. When it's judging, that's when shit gets a little fucked up. But
Right.
I will, you don't always have to walk down the path that I'll walk through. It's like a fucking
insight.
Yeah, it's like a trainer. You have some trainers that never fucking fought in their lives, dude. But they could fucking sit there and be like, hey man, here's what's going on in the ring. I'm seeing this shit. I need you to fucking throw the right more
Weak side is left.
Exactly. So yeah, like you need different perspectives sometimes. But the bullshit when the judgment and all that shit, man, fuck all that. Man.
It shouldn't be the whole, somebody was like, well, I remember you used to be this. I don't understand. Bitch, it's not for you to understand.
Yes.
This is my walk at this point.
And the crazy shit is with this whole thing is, hold up. Taking it back to the whole African shit. One life for leisure, wild niggas said. Hold up, and before I get into what I gotta say, she has said sometimes the one giving relationship advice has fucked up relationships. Can't help others, and sometimes can't help themselves. That's true. Sometimes you can help somebody else, but you couldn't see why you was going through it, which is true. But I mean, you gotta be able to help yourself. Sometimes they will see you as for what you went through and how you handled it. But at the same time, my thing is like this. Or because somebody hasn't went through it yet, it doesn't mean that they haven't seen somebody go through it. Doesn't mean they haven't spoken to somebody going through it. Doesn't mean they don't understand what relationships are about. People understand, sometimes have a higher understanding, which is called the overstanding of what it is that you're going through or that they've ever even been through. So if you have an overstanding of what you're going through or ever been through, I mean, it's just knowledge about situation. And then it depends on the person that you're dealing with. So like if I'm dealing with my man's right here, it's like, yo, he knows I got his best interests at heart. I'm not gonna tell him like, yo, fuck that, man, look at the club, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about who you're dealing with, how they operate themselves, you know what I mean? And then Sometimes them people that you're dealing with be trying to give you advice and they second childhood, so it all ties in together. I like how I did that. Like I did that. Then you're like, yeah, you I'm rapping.
Yeah, won yourself on
Yeah.
that one.
On that,
But,
on that note,
We want to say
hold on.
thank you for tuning in to all our viewers. We love y'all.
Let me finish.
Nigga, you finished.
Yeah, let him finish.
You finished yourself.
Let him finish and we're going to shut it down. Go ahead.
But sometimes the people that you're dealing with, yes, they haven't been through shit, but they also don't have the mentality of going through shit. And that's what it all deals with. If you're dealing with somebody who hasn't been through this shit, but they have a mentality of somebody who's going through shit, they can put themselves in your shoes. They can visualize, conceptualize, whatever it is you want to call it. They can put themselves in somebody else's situation outside of themselves. Then sometimes you might have to listen to them not because they haven't been through it, but because they're not thinking of themselves in that situation. And a lot of times that's what it is. So if you got somebody who can give you advice,
That's a double-edged sword.
it is a double-edged sword.
Because
But it's up to you. It's up to you to break it down. But go ahead.
that's an oxymoronic statement.
Very.
You know what I mean? Because it's either. I'm sorry. Like, we could have ended the show. But he
You
just
should have let me wrap it up. You know,
Will you let us wrap it up?
Wait, okay, can I just chime in real quick?
no, Sonny Moon, no. Get the fuck out of here.
It's gonna take 60 seconds, yo.
Alright, Sonny Moon and Marcy, then we can wrap it up.
So just like, all right, going back to the whole judgment and all that shit, right? Yo, I'm reading this book, fucking subtle art of not giving a fuck, right? And it talks about like how
My friend just finished that.
Yo, it's a good book, right? And it talks about the fact that, like, you know, that, like, one of the biggest issues we have as human beings, which is inherent to us, is wanting to make life perfect, wanting to be as happy as we can be, and all those things, right? And it talks about the fact that we don't, you know, that like
Put ourselves first.
Well, no, the major hurdle is problem solving,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you're always gonna have a problem, right? The problem is, oh, I gotta
Like,
get the girl, you're gonna
stop
get the girl,
worrying
you're gonna get
about
married, now you gotta deal with shit, now you gotta maintain your marriage, maintain the household, maintain all that shit. So it's like, no matter what, your problems evolve, but you gotta always be working on problem solving.
30 seconds.
Right? Yeah. So at the root of what I'm saying is, right, is like you're talking about challenges, issues, things like that, which everyone's gonna face. It's more about the fucking problem solving. Right? Like, because it's always gonna be a hurdle. It's just about making sure you do your squats, do your fucking lunges, and overcome that shit, man.
Getting closer to summer, that's why.
Marcy,
Wrap
you,
it up.
and then I'm gonna close it out.
She says she likes you. You sound very interesting and intelligent.
Okay.
And
What?
Thank you for watching the show.
Let's
Marcy.
wrap it up.
So, on behalf of Mr. Marcy Hauser, you know what I'm saying, David John, the man in the meaning, you know what I'm saying, Mr. B-Dinero, the dude who slapped Ted DiBiase and told Ric Flair to get out the limo, and of course, you know what I'm saying, the man who moved the machine, DJ Young Willie and Twin Star, you know what I'm saying, and myself, Mississippi Heifer, the Targaryen. We love y'all, we appreciate y'all.
And don't forget the sun because he shine like one.
Peace!
The Targaryen.
Yeah.